Hi, I'm Heather from booktubes, and today is a weekly vlog for the Amazing Readathon. It's vlog number 4, but week number 3 because of face-off weekend. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm going to have to stop filming this and get this completely uploaded on Saturday, whereas I thought I was going to be able to take it to Monday, but I can't because of schedule. So this is good, and it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday right now, so this is gonna be a short one, I guess. I did the Amazing Readathon. Still doing the Amazing Readathon. I did face-off weekend. Father's Day was Sunday. I wasn't able to get any filming done then, so I filmed the outro to face-off on Monday. I was burnt out. So I did not want to start on Monday, and then I was going to on Tuesday, didn't. So now it's Wednesday. And I have to end this on Saturday. So that's great. Go us. So I guess the last vlog for this, which is going up July 3rd, I don't know, something like that. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one, maybe. We shall see. All right, so anywho, moving on with our lives. Let me bring you closer. You would love that. How do you feel? How do you feel about that? You feel good? All right, so mistakes have been made. I have so much to do, so little time to do it. And on top of that, I will be leaving my house. So I need to read my physical TBR in the next 4 days. Can I do that? No. No, I don't even read physical books. I am pretty much exclusively an ebook reader. This is my bread and butter right here. However, we gotta do what we gotta do. So first off, I have an interlibrary loan book. This is In the Forest of the Night. This is a book published prior to 2001. This I read as a teenager and have only not reread because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what the book was called, and I asked my sister and she let me know like last year or something. And I am very excited to get back into this. This was my Twilight. This is a vampire teen book, In the Forest of the Night by Amelia Atwater Rhodes. I read this on the down low. I snuck this one. A friend loaned it to me. It was one of the few books I ever read that my parents did not pre-read and approve. And I was obsessed. If I could have made this my entire personality, I would have. It is really not that big at all. What is the page count on this sucker? 147 pages. So I can knock this out, and I want to. I got it from the interlibrary loan. It has to go back to the library. I want to get that done. Lost my bookmark. Chaos reigns supreme. Bookmark. There you go. All right. So, we had a prompt drop. What was it? Can I tell you? I don't know. I don't know. It's all blending together at this point. What did we have? I wanted to film some theories before the start of the readathon. I kind of wanted to have a clip of theories from now that I can maybe insert into videos as they are correct or incorrect. Also, I for sure 1,000,000% think that Loki is a prompt, and specifically gods, goddesses, religion, mythology, anything involving a god of any sort. I think it's a prompt because Loki is kind of Bree's nickname in the readathon because she brings chaos. Nature, floral, foliage, plants of any sort, anything growing, I think that that is a prompt. And the last one is also light sources. Again, this has been thrown out by multiple people. And this could be fire, light bulb, electricity, lighting, you know, the sun. Antananarivo, which was gods or religion. And for that, I read 3 volumes of Nina the Starry Bride. I also read another volume for sightseeing. I am obsessed with this manga. And I don't get obsessed with manga. I have a difficult time flying through manga. It doesn't flow for me as well as novels do. But Nina the Starry Bride, the art, beautiful, the pacing, immaculate. It ends every single volume in a way that I just want to read the next one, like as quickly as I possibly can. And that's not normal for me with manga. That's not my regular operating mode. So I'm really excited about that. I'm now up to, I think I've read 1 through 7 this month. And there's 12 out, and I'd kind of like to finish it if I can, but Can't right now because I gotta prioritize the physical. So I read those for the city prompt and sightseeing. I also read the first volume of My Happy Marriage, which it's very Cinderella-esque. She has a stepmother and a stepdaughter, stepsister, and they're very abusive to her. And now she's been arranged to marry this guy, and he's actually really kind to her and he's figuring stuff out. But her trauma response is like a lot. So she's very, very timid and apologizes for everything and just struggles to ask for anything. So while I love their relationship, reading her abuse and trauma is a little bit difficult. However, I have 3 more volumes of that I need to read and give back to Izzy ASAP. Then I have I Can't Refuse S. Turns out S is part of the title. 1 and 2 need to read and get back to Izzy. Dick Fight Island 1 and 2 need to read and get back to Izzy. And then I'm thinking this is probably not going to happen. This is my only special edition option. It's Office Hours by Katrina Jackson. I told you about it already. But I don't know that this is going to happen this month, guys. I don't know that it is. I would like for it to, but the odds are not looking good. It's looking slim to none. So anyways, this is what I would like to read today. My Happy Marriage 2 through 4. And then I would also like to read In the Forest of the Night today or tomorrow at the latest. So that's my plans. Also, I'm like 50% through Sanctuary by Claire Kent. And this one cannot really be read as a standalone. It's the only one that can't. 54% in. And they have the most trauma of any of the main characters as well. So I actually met both of these characters in the last book. She's the sister of the last main character, and she has always used sex as a means for protection with different men wherever they've lived. She didn't want to, but that was the best option. So she's never been taken by force, but only because she's always offered willingly, and it was not, true consent. It was consent or die. So she doesn't want to have a man ever. She has no interest in that. And then our hero, we just found out like there were content warnings about it being heavy, but not specifically at the beginning of the book, which I don't really love. Like heavy about what? Give me specifics so I know if I do need to avoid that thing or if I'm okay with this thing, But he had a wife and toddlers when the world ended, when the asteroid hit and impact happened, and infrastructure and the planet and everything down the drain. They lived for like a year and a half and they were starving, and he went out to try and find food, and he came back and his wife had committed murder-suicide with her and their children. So that was quite heavy. That's where I'm at on my reading right now. I refused to let a day go by without reading, and that was my goal for the readathon. I thought that was what I could give my team. No matter what, I could commit to reading every single day. So even with the burnout of faceoff, I have been able to maintain that goal and keep it up. So that's the plan right now. I have a lot of stuff to do that has absolutely nothing to do with the readathon or booktube, and I am afraid I procrastinated too long. I'm a little bit stressed, I won't lie to you. So we're gonna move on with our lives at this exact moment. I'm on sprints. You can actually see me right now. Hello. Anyways, okay, all right, bye. Please enjoy 3 seconds of B-roll and pets. Hi, it's the next day. It is Thursday. That's what day of the week it is. I'm so stressed because I have so much to do, and that just keeps me at like a low level of anxiety, whether I'm doing it or not. It stresses me out, and it will continue to stress me out all the way through at least leaving for vacation, and probably the rest of the month. I'll be on a low anxiety boil the entire time. It's fine, it's great. What's to complain about? Doesn't matter. All right, so between last night and today, I finished volumes 2, 3, and 4, which these are out of order, but volumes 2, 3, and 4 of My Happy Marriage. This does end on a bit of a cliffhanger. The series isn't completed or anything. I'm not even sure if the 5th one is out in English yet or not, but it is a historical romance with paranormal elements. So the nobility, the noble families, they each have their own gift or magical gift through their bloodline and separated by families, kind of like Ilona Andrews' Hidden Legacy series, but completely different. That's the only thing that's similar. So that's really interesting. I've never read a historical manga before, and I like the paranormal elements. Again, still really like the marriage element. They're just engaged, and still like there's a lot of trauma, and she is also like, I don't know, things are happening. We don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no idea. But I really enjoyed all of those. I also finished Sanctuary by Claire Kent, which is book number 6 in the Kindle series. This one I would say was maybe one of my least favorites, but I ended up still giving it 5 stars because I had such an emotional tie to them anyways. This one is much darker than the other books. I already told you all the content warnings that had happened when I last talked to you, but they do have a third eye breakup that I felt like was kind of a betrayal of both of their traumas. Like, it really just played into each other's, and I didn't love that they did that to each other, I guess. And then in the big fight at the end, the hero, his hand is injured so severely because surgery is no longer a thing. He does lose his hand, so that is something that you want to avoid. It is present in that book. I did still like their HEA. Also, she can't get pregnant. So also if that is a content warning, they're fine with that. They are perfectly okay with not having kids, but you as the reader might not be, so I just want to let you know. Also, I am 90 pages into In the Forest of the Night, so I want to return this to the library. I read this all in probably like 30 minutes, honestly. This is so quick. It is dual timeline, 1701 and now being 25 years ago now, but very, very easy reading. It's vampires. I already told you that. I also started Feather by Dijin. This is the author of one of my favorite series that I am always kind of reluctant to recommend because it's one of those where I don't understand why I loved it so much. It is not the type of thing that I would usually read or recommend. It's not like my thing so much, but also adore it. All-time favorite. I've reread it. This is a 75-page novella. She's in college. Her family is bounty hunters. It's just her and her brothers, and she is currently trying to put a bounty on her ex, who is the fighter in this novella, but returns to the library tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and knock that out tonight. Then today we got a city drop. I want to say Seoul, South Korea, but I could be lying. I don't know. We're currently, the memory, not the most reliable thing in the world, wouldn't necessarily count on it. We got there via the Emerald City, so that was fun. A very fun time was had because people would not stop insisting that a theory was correct, even when hosts and mods and Brie herself went out of their way to be like, hey, that's not going to be a prompt. Don't say books for it. It's not going to work out for you. The theories persisted, so we ended up trolling people, and that was honestly a wonderful time. And Brie did a whole video. It's very creative, and I think most people found it quite hilarious, so that was a good time. But the prompt was Source of Light. I could submit Sanctuary for this, obviously. However, the next book in the series, Homestead, is longer. I really want to read it this month, and I want to buddy read it with Steph at Novelty Corner, so we are both going to read it for this prompt. So I'm going to go straight into my last Claire Kent. I did forget about escorted when I said that, so that's not strictly true. My last Claire Kent until the 7th book comes out in December. However, she does have another pen name of Noelle Adams, and that's more contemporary romance. I do have one that was a free ebook. I have that on my Kindle just to try her other pen name because I love her books so much. But this one I'm really excited about because it sounds like exactly my tropes. So he needs a wife and she's gonna be his wife in exchange for a place to live and protection and stuff. And I know Claire Kent has pulled this off before. If you can hear my stomach, no you can't. No you can't. Okay? Be rude to acknowledge that. Let us be polite. Anywho, I know that she can pull this off and I'm just very, very, very excited. So, basically I've decided that these are the only physical books that I'm going to be getting done before I leave. Already done with this, almost done with this. And I'm going to save the rest until I get back. And we're just going to try and knock those out in the last couple days of the month and it will be fine. So you'll see in the next vlog if I accomplish that or not, I suppose. But so I need to finish this hopefully tonight. Finish Fighter definitely tonight because I need to finish it before it goes back to the library because it's an ebook. And then start Homestead hopefully in time to submit it before the next prompt drops. Which is unlikely because I don't know if I'm going to be able to read at all tomorrow. Like I have got to dedicate my day to not the Readathon. So right now, speaking of, I need to go do some stuff that is not Readathon related, sadly. The Readathon is more fun, I will not lie. Who wants to take their car to be inspected? Not me, but needs must, so bye. Hello. Sorry for the shitty clip, but I am tired. It's 10 o'clock on Saturday night. I have to leave first thing in the morning. I still have to edit this whole video. I regret many, many life choices. My head hurts. I am literally going to spend $1.99 to rent the 2005 Pride and Prejudice because Donald Sutherland just died and he was such a lovely human being. He was in two of my favorite adaptations, Pride and Prejudice and The Hunger Games. 2 out of my top 3, and the other is the 6-hour BBC miniseries Pride and Prejudice. I don't know. I have my heart set on this comfort movie. I already own it on an Xbox that's not currently in the living room. And I wonder if it got taken off streaming because of the surge and everyone watching it. I don't know. I have my heart set on watching it while I edit. So I'm going to spend $1.99 to watch half a movie that I've watched a bajillion times and own. Emotionally, it's worth it. So I stayed up really late Thursday night and finished Homestead by Claire Kent. Some pretty significant content warnings, dystopian romance. I used it for the light on the cover. We still don't have a prompt drop, so the final 3 will be in the last vlog, and I will definitely have a few different like wrap-up things to talk about in that vlog. Bree told me she doesn't have any more hints, so I think that it's fair for me to give you the rest of my theories that I filmed before June started. So I'm going to give you the rest of those theories in this one. I'm going to go edit. I think are correct is more what this is. So this is not like original thought. This is just me picking from the selection. So I think is water on the cover. I think it's any form of water. That's my thought. Night sky. I really think another one is rainbow or the colors of the queer flag. And I don't know if that has to be like all 5 of those colors or if it's any 5 colors or if it's, you know, a rainbow. I don't know, but I really think that that's correct. I also kind of wonder if you can use other flags as well, such as, you know, trans flag, ace flag, bi flag. I wonder if you can do a cover with those colors also. There is a strong theory for our book of the month pick. Time. Those are the 10 prompts that I think have a very good chance of being city prompts. I'm exhausted, but I want to finish strong for team romance because I have the best team. I really do like the people on my team. It's a good time, so I'm doing it for them.
Well, I'm tired and I've got to go edit. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.